What's up, Bowtie Nation? We are back in this thing, man. We are working on the Bandit. We are trying to get these LED headlights wired up. Now I'm gonna give you some game. Because I've been fighting this for a couple days and I didn't want to come to you guys without definitive how to fix this shit. So, don't mind the wiring, do bucket. Like the vocals. Anyway, I could not get these outer lights to come on. I can only get the inner lights to come on, which is the halos and all that good stuff, right? We were trying to figure out, we want them to work how they're supposed to work. You feel me? So we were trying to figure it out. I did find a video on YouTube where they were telling me to, with the headlights, when they come from the factory, from here, when it comes from the factory, from the headlight, it is not wired correctly. So, what you would have to do, depending on the color scheme, you may have to play with the wires. But this is the color scheme that I have set up. So, yellow, white, black. Got me? Yellow, white, black. Okay? So, what you'd have to do is you'd have to switch them. You'd have to cut the piece that it came in. You'd have to switch them. So, you'd have to put the black, which is here, and connect that to the yellow. You'd have to then take the yellow, which is here, connect that to the white, and the white to the black. What that gets you, because initially when you hook the lights up, the outer lights are not going to work. But what they get you is this. You now have halos on both of them for your daytime running lights. And then you got your regular headlights. It functions as it should, because when you hit this switch, you now have high beams on both lights. High beams on both lights. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side, because you see we got 3 out of 4. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Get that swapped over. And then we actually have updated LED lights all the way around the Bandit. Even in the back. I'll take you back here. We got LED everything. That shit looks crazy on camera. But yes, we got LED everything. Side marker lights, everything. But yes, from the factory, it says plug and play, but you do have to do some modification to the wiring harness from the light itself. I did all this debacle that you see down here. It was not needed. I repeat, was not needed. You can use the factory outlets, except for this one, except for the inner light, because if you all know, that's a 2-prong, not a 3-prong. So you would have to buy an adapter like this, cut your 2-prong off, and how you wire that is, it's going to be 2 black wires together, right there. You just cut it, put them 2 black wires back together, and then you connect it to these 2 black wires. Then your other standalone wire, which is your green, you connect that to the standalone wire that come from here. So on these, it would say pass for the power. And then the 2 that are on the side here, so the 2 that are on the side here, this one and this one, see when we get the focus, so this one and this one, those 2 are going to go together, and they're going to connect to the 2 that came off of your original wiring harness. So those 2 that come from the adapter is going to connect to the 2 that come from your original wiring harness. Connect into that. The standalone green one connected to the remaining black one. Works perfectly fine. Turn this off. I'm fucking quiet, man. I'm fucking blowing. That high beam or low beam? That's high beam. Okay, put it on low. All right. So yes. So that is the wiring for that. For your halos, simple T-tap. This was not needed. I could do away with it, but fuck it. I'm just gonna tape it all up, clean it up, add some wire alone. We're good to go. But your simple T-tap, you would put your wire going to this halo, wire going to that halo, blockety, blockety, blockety. So even though the way I have it set up is I have it coming out the top, but I have one coming out the bottom, one coming out the side. Either way, you don't need this one. You don't need this one. You can simply just use this one, which that's what I have on the other side. The only reason I did it on this side because there's no battery, board to work, blah, 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 blah. So, LED headlights. This is a 1979 Chevrolet Impala. If you got the quad lights up front, then this may be for you, man. Everybody knows the green wire is always your power. This wire here is your power, your power, your power. But I changed the adapter on this light as well, thinking it was something I didn't need to change that. You don't have to change that. This is what troubleshooting looks like. So, of course, you can go back, clean it up, get it looking more professional, blah, blah, blah. I'm finna heat shrink that so that shit doesn't come out. And get that secured, ready to go. But we have LED headlights. We figured it out. Now, I think the wire may be a slightly different color on the other side. I'm not sure, but it's the same process. If they change the color of the wires and you're having the same issue, it's the same process. Cut into it, flip the wires, and boom. And it works as it should now. As I just showed you, it works as it should. I'm not trying to show you guys a hack job or anything like that. I'm going to go back through here, clean this up, get over here, take this battery out, wire up this other side. And then, like I said, we're good to go, man. LEDs all the way around. Only thing I have to do is add my LED bulbs. These still work. I'll show you. Because some people think, oh no, man, you got to get rid of your turn signals at the bottom. No, that still works. You see that? You see that? You see that? That still works. You keep all those. You don't have to get rid of anything to add in these LED lights. You don't have to get rid of anything. Only thing you have to do out the box, you may have to switch some wires around. That's my switch some wires around whistle. So, yeah. We got it. I'm excited. Like I said, I've been working on this for a couple days. Not many videos out there. So I'll reiterate. All you're doing to get power to your halos is tapping into your turn signal light. That's it. T-tap. Send 2 wires up. Connect those 2 wires to this right here. Those wires are going straight to this one. Then you got the one to send off the power that way. You put it at the bottom. Boom. Oh shit. Look at me fucking up, knocking shit over. But yes. That is how you wire up 1979 Chevrolet Impala. I see them out there for G bodies, different things like that. I actually got this information from a guy who was doing wiring on a 91 Camaro, if I'm not mistaken. 91. And when he said switch those wires, it intrigued me because he said, when you get them out the factory, it is not going to work. So I said, okay. And then he switched the wires. Sure enough, power. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get this stuff done. I don't have a tripod, so once I get this battery out, things of that nature, I might get it back in, but I'm going to get everything buttoned back up, ready to go. Big bow tie. Yeah, that motherfucker.